Alright, y'all. What up? What up? What up? It's been another week, and I did say that I would be a little bit more consistent with this, but clearly I haven't been, so sorry about that, y'all. But I'm not making promises anymore. I'm just not. Alright, so guys, I hope you guys are doing really well today. I'm very tired. I don't know really what else to say. Had a pretty bad night last night, I guess you could say. Really didn't sleep well. I don't know if I even had like abdominal pain or something. I have no idea, man. I really don't know. I really do not know. But I'm here, so that's all that matters. And I get to chill with y'all. I get to chill with y'all. My chat is being really weird. Like it's not really loading for me, but we'll figure it out. Alright. So, we're gonna finish what we started here. I still have a yellow thing somewhere here. Okay, so today, chat. Also, I did this last week. As you can clearly see, I'm gonna go through it as I'm talking. I have gone to every location, or not every location. I have gotten every journal entry or whatever. Or the extra journal entry in the journal, obviously in the hunter's journal. Obviously, like I said last stream, I was gonna do this off stream, and we're here, so yeah, we're good here. However, this stream we're gonna clean everything up. So this stream we're going to we're gonna get a couple of things, and then we are going to find all of the rest of the enemies that are on here. I believe I know where one of them is, but I have to find where that is. Okay. Actually, I know where that is. So, first things first, actually, let's look at what I need. What I need is a material. I need a... Hold on, chat. Right here. Okay, this will pretty much tell us our progress. So I'm missing one material, which I'm pretty sure I know where it is, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm missing a relic and a memento, which is the only one that we need, the hunter's memento. Which we're gonna get that, right, obviously. So really I'm just missing a relic and a material, or materium, or whatever it's called. So, the first place I want to go to is... I mean, we could get there bone bottom. Yeah, let's just go bone bottom. I really hope that there are actually people talking in my chat. Or, like, I could see people talking in my chat. Because I can't see if people are talking in my chat or not. As a matter of fact, I'm going to restart my Twitch. Not the stream, just my phone. Yeah, there we go. Okay. We should be fine. I hope I sound good, by the way. I hope I sound good for y'all. Also, I heard that they're updating this game. Not anything, like, monumental. I think it's, like, a couple bug fixes or whatever. Also, that was picture perfect. Like, I actually kind of want to test it. I want to say it's here. Okay, that's pretty high up. Hold on. We can go in through the top. Oh boy. Oh boy. Also, if I'm not wrong, chat, there's obviously gonna be DLC and stuff for this game, so when we get to that, we'll get to that. I would love to obviously continue playing this game for you guys. And I'm gonna make it my, not really duty, but I'm gonna make it my obligation, all right? Because that's what I do with these games that I love. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna again play this on my own time. For one, I'm gonna definitely replay this game. Yeah, I'm gonna start to understand it in the sense of lore, and I really want to like see it in bulk, like as in like I understand where everything is, like ins and outs. In Hollow Knight, I know everything pretty much that there is, so I want to be able to understand and memorize the map just like that. Assistant, to learn more of Plasmium's wonders, I know what we must do. The bugs below who have imbibed the substance and evolved their bodies are full with plasmified blood. You must use the needle file and extract this precious nectar only by scrutinizing it. Can we attain... Okay. Alright, so perfect. I talked to this guy a couple times, and it was to, I guess, get to this point. Yes, assistant. So loyal. Take the needle file, find the plasmified bugs, charge the file to full strength, pierce them deep, extract, blah, blah, blah. Once we have it, we can peer deeper, learn more, and enlighten ourselves fully. Oh, I have the file. Okay, I don't have to do anything, right? No, I don't. I do have to put this on. Okay, so let's go put this on. We'll just do that. So it's up. No, it's up. Is it RB? Yeah. I wonder what these look like. I probably know what they look like. Aha, okay. That's how you use the needle file. I totally forgot. I can't jump. Does that count? That doesn't count. Do I need to hit them? I think I need to hit an enemy. I think I need to hit an enemy. What it seems like. Golly! Alright. Blood of a creature merged with liquid life seed. Possesses powerful regenerative qualities. Do I need to... I need to get 10. Alright. How in the hell am I gonna get that? I know. Actually, I don't know. I don't know how far... That's not a very far range. Alright, let's not go after this guy. I don't think we can go after those. Oh, that I can. Golly, really? Alright, here you go. I was too far. Got him. Chill. Alright, so we can get those. We can get him. We can get another one. We can get you. Ow. Alright, so that's 3. We know how to count. There has to be another one around here. I want to say here. Yep. Hold on. Appreciate that. That's 4. Okay, let's head up. Let's reset these little old boys. Alright. I should still have like 4. Yeah, okay. I want to stay relatively close to where this area is. gonna get hit. I knew that was gonna happen. Wrong way. Wrong way. Got you. I cannot reach you. Instead, I will go this way. Okay, this one I gotta be quick. Okay. Damn it. Also, chat, maybe sometime, I don't know about, whoa. I don't know about this week, but maybe next week we are going to be playing a new game. And I will finally get, or not that I haven't had Game Pass, but I haven't had the, I guess you could say, correct tier of it. So, yeah, I'm gonna have access to the Game Pass games that I'm trying to play here on the channel. That's probably gonna be like next week. So, stay tuned for that, or stay tuned for that. All right, we got you. I'm gonna drop down here. I missed. Honestly, that was fine, so I could reset. I'm too far. Never mind. I think I gotta hold it. Well, it doesn't matter now, because we got it. So, I am going to look up where the relic is, and where the other stuff is, because we pretty much found everything else, for the most part, without having to look up where they are. Alright. Assistant. That odor. Ah! You have the plasmified blood. Yes, take it. I don't want it. Cadestre. Take it, sir. Though what insight it will grant you, I cannot say. Have faith, dear assistant. After all this, I understand. The greatest knowledge comes only from faith. Faith in plasmium. This blood you have collected sparkles. I see it. A glorious form. A glorious future. Shimmering back at us. Alright. You're gonna give me something? Through consumption of the blood, we shall at least attain enlightenment. For your reward, take the gland from within my shell, my gift to you. I have no more need of it, and it shall grant you unending reserves of plasmium. Yes, plasmium. I accidentally... Plasmium gland. Pulsating organ grown within the shell of alchemist Xylotl. Oh yeah, because he's an axolotl. The gland replenishes... I think he's an axolotl. The gland replenishes over time, providing a near limitless source of plasmium. Crafting new plasmium files no longer requires a reserve. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna come back. Okay, I can't really do anything about that, so... Alright, let's put this back on. Alright, so... I don't really know what to do now. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's get back to Bellheart. And then let's figure out our next... destination. God. Alright, so now that we're done with that, I'm gonna drop all the way down. Also, I want to see something. I don't know if the... oh, shoot. I don't know if the update has actually gone into effect yet. But let me see. Never mind. Or maybe I should do something else, you know? It's supposed to be like, you know how in Hollow Knight when you use the dash, the super dash, it transitions. Something like that. Alright, let's head to Bellheart. I'm gonna see if this is a material. If this is, then that ends up working out for us. I'm gonna hit the bottom of the relic. Yep, I knew it. It's practically useless. Oops. Oh, it's plasmified blood. Blood of a creature merged full with liquid life seed. Yeah, okay. So we have that now. We have all of these. Alright. Okay, we must now find the relic. Alright guys, give me 1 second as I do a little bit of research. Real quick though, I need to see, well, I don't actually know what this is. I don't think it's a bone scroll, an effigy. It might be a rune harp. Well, that's nice when the entire web page just like crashes. That's great. Brother. It is a rune harp. But that's the thing, is we gotta find where that is. The conductor. Okay, hold on. This one's pretty unclear, but I gotta go to High Halls. So let's go to Grand Bellway. Oh, actually, I might know where this is. I might actually know where this is. Hold on. No, Hornets. I don't think I've been here since the Void. Why are you here? Oh my god! Wow. Alright. That was pretty terrifying. Okay, so it is here. Alright. Oh no! I'm like, who's the conductor? He's over here. He's dead, bro. It's honestly crazy because it's like places that you haven't been to in a while. You should probably go back and revisit. It's just a matter of like remembering, you know what I mean? After the Void and all of that. Wow. Wait, what's in here? I totally forgot what's in here. I really don't remember what's in here. This is why I gotta replay the game. Like, this is exactly why I need to replay the game. Alright, so that's the relic. Alright, so... now that's pretty much it. Now we need to go to... enemies. Now, obviously, I'm gonna see the enemy before, you know, before we get to it. But it just is what it is, you know. Alright, so I'm gonna have to... let's see, there's 5 of these guys that we're missing. So we did a lot. Like, we actually did really well, guys. Alright, so this is after Gromling. Give me a little second. Gromling. Are you serious? Are you serious? Okay, so apparently I didn't get that. I thought I did. But I guess not. That's a bit disappointing. That's really disappointing, actually. Because that's one of them where it was like, okay, I didn't really miss him. I just didn't get him, I guess. You know? Ada! What is the fastest way to get there? Probably Shellwood. Let's just do Shellwood. Just because it took a while from Bone Bottom. See, that was a lot faster. Oh my god, I can't believe I didn't get that. Burrowing worm that uses its many blunted teeth to dig through even the hardest bone. Alright, so let's do this a couple times. Good thing these guys just continuously spawn. As a matter of fact, I think I'm starting to realize what's going on here. I think. Never mind, I thought I did. Yeah, but some of them die like one hit. I don't really get it. Alright, whatever. Thought that might be a little bit faster, you know. Alright, we got it. That's enough of that. They seasonally churn through rock and bone without ever seeming to rest. Do they have a destination, or are they compelled to dig forever deeper? That is actually depressing. Alright, so we got that. The next one is after Crawfather, which I am very curious as to who would be after this. Muck Maggot? Muck Maggot. How do you kill a Muck Maggot? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, another one that's, like, hidden in plain sight. Which I kind of like these, because this is, like... It's very reminiscent of... When I was doing the Hunter's Journal for... the first game, I actually ran into the guys in Crystal Peaks, the ones that shoot laser beams, and you can't hit them. But the only other way to hit them is, hold on, let's go to Greymoor is probably the best. The only other way to hit them is by quite literally using a spell instead of, you know what I mean? Which I honestly didn't even think about what the suggestion is here to killing muck maggots. I didn't even know you could kill a muck maggot, but that's probably because I didn't try. So, you know what I mean? I was too like afraid of them because all they would do is just make my life worse. Which I'm pretty sure we can all attest to that. All right, so let's wait, there's Wreath of Purity. Wreath of Purity. Let's honestly put that on. I know I got rid of my mask. I really don't care. Alright, I know where this place is. I don't have to, you know. Also, I probably should have guessed based off of the journal itself and the enemies surrounding it. But, whatever. Can't get them all. I'm at least happy that I got a decent amount without having to look them up. I think that's always a good feeling when you could figure it out on your own. Also, I think I went the wrong way. I indeed did go the wrong way. Well, that's another way. But let's go this way. This way is a lot faster to reaching infested waters. I could have gone to Bile Water as well, now that I think about it. But I didn't think about it, so it's a bit too late for that. There's an... Hold on. I can already tell who's over here. Oh my god. Yeah, it's up there. I knew it was up there. If they're all infected like this, then you know, chances are. Yep, we got him. I wonder if one of the achievements is to get rid of all of them, in which I don't know where all of them are. I know they would be in like every other location, but just saying. I don't know which ones I've gotten and which ones I don't have. Well, to an extent. Yeah, Biowater would have absolutely been the fastest. Alright, we could go here. Nope, wrong way. We can go up, actually. Is this not it? Are you serious? Okay, you're dead. I don't think that's working. Okay, so then there is one other thing to do. But I need to hit a bench. Alright, I'm out of that. Let's put on... no, it's up here. $55 mindless infant larva coated in thick slime. Alright, hold on. How many does that kill each? Oh, okay. Never mind. Easy work. Never mind. They cling fast to the shells of other bugs, destroying any hope for concentration or comfort. And they're gonna always just be alive. Okay. So it's not like you could ever really get rid of them. Alright, so that's Muck Maggots dead. We have two that are close to each other, which are these. Which is right before Shardillard. Let's, hold on. Put that back on. I'm gonna keep what I have on for now. Actually, no, I'm not gonna keep on what I have for now. I'm gonna take this off. I'm actually gonna keep the shard off. Quick sling doubles the number of tools thrown. Oh. Oh. Oh my. I never tried this? I never tried this, I guess. We're gonna see how cool this is. Because this sounds pretty cool. Alright, so we gotta get out of here. That's, number one. Out. Look at that. That is so cool. That's cool. Oh my. What an interesting development. The fact that that could still hit you. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Tool of the century, honestly. Like, this is a really cool tool. Alright, we're gonna go here. Isn't this a... No, it's not. Alright. So right before Shardillard. So let's find that. Whoa, Sand Carver and Squirm. Sand Carver. Where can we find this? Oh! Oh, wow. Okay. See, another one that's like Muck Maggots. Alright, so then here's what I'm gonna do. So we gotta go to Blasted Steps. My guess is that the Squirm is also a part of Blasted Steps. I mean, it only seems like it makes sense. So let's go to the Blasted Steps. Let's put on our good old pal. Okay. These guys. Got him. Look at that. Burst forth at movement, sense close, and will consume any object or bug careless enough to fall into its maw. Shell-plated worm that lives beneath pools of shifting sand. Alright, so now we gotta get Squirm, which I don't know where that is. Squirm. In a cave just above the bellway. Okay, so we gotta go this way. Actually, I don't need to do that. Is it in here? It might be in here, you know. Let me drop down here. What is down here? Oh my god. Wait a second. Can I lure him out? What if I do this? I gotta do this instead. I don't have any more. Come on, man. Alright. 1 second, y'all. We gotta hit this bellway bench real quick. Was the wrong one. I don't think that did anything. What about if I do this? Right, check this out. That didn't work. Forgot I could hit them. Oh. I gotta do that 3 times. Alright, never mind. That seemed a lot easier than it let on. Okay, that's another one. Actually, I don't even have to do all that. I could just go up here. Damn. That's the only problem, is that they're moving around. Ah, almost gotcha. It's literally reaction time. Is that far? Hit the wrong thing. You know what I could do is I could also spam. It was right there. I'm gonna wait for him to get loud. Alright, here you go. This does not work. Get dogged. Got him. Alright, cool. Had to look that one up. That other way of killing them. So I had no idea. Squirm. If allowed the opportunity, these creatures will grow into a form larger and more oppressive. Alright, so now we need one more, guys. Just one more. Do we have to really go back? Plasmidas? Okay, hold on. Plasmidas. If I have to go back, this is crazy. Because I've gone to this location 3 different times. Did I pass it? No, I didn't. Okay. It says, and I quote, Plasmified Zango. I don't know who that is. I really don't know if that is, Oh my god, Abu! I'm so sorry, brother. I was off of the freaking chat for like 20 minutes. I'm so sorry, brother. How are you doing, my guy? Bro. Oh my god. How are you doing, bro? How you doing? I'm sorry, bro. I was not looking at chat the whole time. To catch you up, I went back to High Halls to get a relic, or the last relic, and then I went to Wormways about 90 different times, 3 different times. But I just keep backtracking here because I had to go here at first to do a quest for the alchemist, and then I had to kill those bugs the bug that just hit me for what's it called, for the journal. Now what I'm doing is the journal. So yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If this is the last boss, because I thought that the ones that I missed were all bosses, but no, they're really not. Okay. So I had... Okay, so this dude is absolutely dead. Do I need to do something here? Wake him up. Maybe I need like a tool or something. Bro said, nah, he just dead. Well, that sucks. Overdosed on plasmium, I guess. Yeah, bro is on crack. Plasmified Zango. I need to look up where this dude is. I know he's in Wormways. He is a boss, so he is the one boss that I missed. Okay, so don't tell me exactly where he is. I guess I need to just look around. Am I correct in saying that? I just need to look around at Wormways. Because I can do that. Yeah, alright. Okay, let's just look around. Okay, I definitely jumped. How you doing, Abu? Been a minute. Did I go this way? I don't know if I went this way. Oh, there is nothing down here. Doing pretty well, my goat. Nah, you're the goat, brother. I don't know what you're talking about. Alright, let's go this way. I can't believe it, Abu, but we're about to be done with this game. Like, fully. Minus the achievements. Maybe this way? Hold on, let's check out this first. It's been 67 years? No, honestly, it has. It's very aggravating that it has, but, you know, it just has. And you guys, honestly, like, you guys deserve a, Okay, well, it's not here. It's just not here. You guys deserve... Well, actually, it might be here. Hold on. Wait. Hold on a second. Oh, this is Bone Grave. Ow. This is Bone Grave. He's not here. Yeah, no, I was thinking because I'm, like, terrible, right? I'm thinking that sometime in the future, you know, I really do want to, like, replay this game again. By replaying, guys, that might not mean that I'm gonna 100% it again. If I do, then I do. But I, technically speaking, now have a file where, like, I have a save file already where I've 100%ed the game. So I, technically speaking, don't ever have to do it again. But that doesn't mean that I won't. You know? He's gotta be around here. But with that being said, I would definitely, like, after a good amount of games, like after a good time, I would definitely replay this game again on stream. Not 100%ing it, just, you know, just playing it. Oh, he's got to be here. Yep, he's here. Plasmified Zango. Steel Soul? We could do that. Could definitely do that. That's actually a really good idea. Okay, this guy is... Never mind. Hold on. He's just gonna continuously heal himself. Okay, that's new. Are you serious? I'm about to die. I'm dead. Okay, I'm actually dog. Like, I'm actually terrible. Wait, let me sit at the bench. That was actually, like, trash. That was so bad. Steel Soul is a good idea. So, man, I don't really know what to do. If I do, actually, you know what? If I do another stream, not, like, anytime soon, regarding Silksong. Just because I want to move on to a new game. I love this game, but I'm just saying. There's no disrespect whatsoever to the almighty Team Cherry. And they're going to come out with DLCs and stuff. So, like, I don't really doubt... You know what I mean? I don't really doubt that. But what I will say is... What I could do is... play the hell out of this game on my own time. For the other achievements, because I'm going to speedrun this game, right? Because one of the achievements is to speedrun this game in a certain amount of time. So, you tell me, what is a good idea? Should I not speedrun this game, because I'm gonna speedrun it. Should I speedrun it on stream, or should I leave streaming for Steel Soul, my Steel Soul attempts? Obviously, we have to... So one of the achievements in this game for doing Steel Soul, right, is to beat the game on Steel Soul, and then to also 100% the game on Steel Soul. So, you know what I mean? By then, that's probably, to my knowledge, I'm willing to say that I would rather do Steel Soul than speedrun. Speedrun stream might be fun. Up to you guys. I don't know what you guys want to see, even though it's just you, Abu. But I'm just saying. I don't know what's more. You know what I mean? I could do both, but like, I really want to get the achievements, like sometime soon. You know what I mean? So. And he's just chilling here. That did not hit me. Come on. I cannot jump over him. That didn't hit me either. Okay. Hold on, chat. Like, literally just die. I hate when he does that. Oh my god, can you die? No way that hit me! Okay, I got lucky there. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I'm just gonna keep attacking him. I'm in the flow state. Let's go! I'm in the flow state. Jesus. He's so tanky. There's an intended way to beat him? What was the intended way? Oh my god. That was just annoying. Husk of an alchemist's assistant granted false life by plasmium. Oh my god, he was the assistant, not me. He carelessly seeded these caves with that cursed substance. His final fate seems fair reward for those efforts. Yet I feel some sympathy. It is an alluring power. Wow, okay. I didn't think you'd be able to outdamage his heal. My fault for doubting you again, my goat. I don't even know what's the intended way? I also need to get better at this game because I'm not as good at this game as Hollow Knight. Like, not even remotely close. I didn't even know this was here. I could have had like 4 of those going into the fight. But it's fine, we got them, so we're chilling. It's a red tool? Oh. Oh my god, am I dumb? Yes. Oh, it's up. Look at me being really smart. Alright, let's get out of here. We gotta go to Bellheart now. Actually, no, we don't have to go to Bellheart. We have to go to... Greymore. Talk to New. It's a red tool. I wonder what tool it is. Clearly it wasn't the ones that I had. The thing you used in previous quests to extract plasmium. Oh. You just have to stab him 4 times and he dies. Is it anything different, or is it like the same death animation? Like there's nothing different that happens. That's actually pretty cool, by the way, as well. You have to kill him that way. Or you're supposed to kill him that way. Holy. If you were doing one of the quests, you get more plasmified blood, but you already completed that quest. Yes, let's get a drink of nectar. Appreciate it. Alright, let's talk to New.
Miss Grown-Up, New had feared that the awful rumblings of the world or sticky black threads had snatched you away from her.
I have survived, New, and shall fight on while my strength remains. The kingdom has grown darkly dangerous, but this hearth home seems to still provide some safety. I suggest you remain here for now.
Of course, New shall stay inside. The sickening sense of those twisted threads has spoiled the joy of my venturings. You, though, Miss Grown-Up, is now not the perfect time to fully complete our journal.
It's done.
The world rumblings will surely have scared up many creatures from their hiding places. So go and hunt, and show sweet New what you learned. Come to rest here, Miss Grown-Up? Ah, Miss Grown-Up, your journal is bursting with every sort of creature. Overflowing. Surely, we can call this complete. To think that such a task could even be done. So clever is New. To have set such a fierce predator onto the work.
These vast lands hold so much life, and to catalog it all has taught me greatly. It is an effort worth continuing even after I leave this kingdom.
Oh my, such a hunger is worthy indeed. You and I are of accord. Miss Grown-Up, hunters both. Our methods are different, but our appetites have become very similar. New has for you this token. A symbol of all of your efforts, and a marker of your true nature. It carries with it her sweet, sweet smell.
Alright, and I got my achievement. Let's go.
And now, Miss Grown-Up, the task is done. New must be away. But do not be sour. Just think, Farloom is only one land. So many more must hide out there, filled full with beasts and scents and tastes, and all waiting to be discovered. For New, her journey is only at its start, and for you, Miss Grown-Up, New wishes to your happy hunting. Much and more.
Bro left.
Oh man.
New left. Oh, that's right. I gotta go drop this stuff off. That's the wrong way. Alright. I mean, yeah, I got the memento, and I was like, yeah, I gotta go drop it off, but I totally forgot that I had to drop off the relic. And you know, I was actually, like, thinking that we missed bosses. Like, a lot of bosses. Like, the ones that were remaining were bosses. But most of them were just, like, in the ground. Like, we had to kill muck maggots. I didn't even know you could do that. We had to kill those guys that attack you if you fall down in blasted steps. Didn't know you could do that. And then the other one was something like... I totally forgot about. We had this boss, which was the only boss that we missed. And then the other thing was just something that I thought I had already killed, but I guess not. Alright, Mr. Relic Seeker. I smell something on you. Just get on with it. Yes, this fits my collection well. Look then, look what I have. Alright, here's the last one. Last words of the weavers. Sisters, spiders, the burden is past. These simple bugs shall bear it full. Never to cease, never to silence. We shall die and wait and pray that one may come of silken strength enough to weave us free. Yes, yes, this is a mighty collection indeed. So many relics safely piled up in here, nice and safe. I've done so well to gather it all up. If your collection pleases you, some acknowledgement of my own contribution to its growth is not undue, not for real. Bah, is it gratitude you seek? I will allow you to keep viewing my collection. That is gratitude enough for what little you've given me. Imagine if he was like the last one. You know what I'm saying? He was the last one you had to kill. Alright, let's drop off this memento. We got it, boys. Seal symbol given in recognition of a true hunter, stamped in sticky goo. Excuse me? Alright, boys. So that's all of the mementos, all of the cylinders, all of the relics, all of the materium. I sat down again. That is all of these little tools. We have every red tool. We have every silk skill. We have every blue tool, every yellow tool. We have everything in the journal. I mean, that's literally it. So we're done. We are finally done with the... Give me back my marker. We're finally done with Silksong, guys. That is everything. Now, here's the thing. I know that they're going to continue to update this game, so if anything were to happen, they update and add something, or there's a boss, or a post-game is now available, then obviously we will come back. Obviously, we will come back, right? So that's the play. But until then, I will leave you guys with a decision that I need to make, obviously, before I, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna look at the achievements while I do this. So give me 1 second. So actually, never mind. The one that was missing was getting, I think it was the journal, because it was supposed to be like a special, not special. It was it's a secret achievement, so you didn't actually know what it was until you got it, obviously. But the achievements, and I'm gonna tell you right now, is speedrunner, speed completion, steel soul, and steel heart. And both of them are essentially the same thing. Speedrunner is complete the game in under 5 hours. And then speed completion is complete the game in under 30 hours and achieve 100% game completion, which is absolutely possible. I mean, obviously all of these achievements wouldn't be here if they weren't possible, but that one's definitely possible. Steel Soul is finish the game in Steel Soul mode, and then the other one is finish the game in Steel Soul mode and achieve 100% game completion. So basically, guys, we have a decision to make. I could either do both, speedrun for both achievements, and I could do Steel Soul for both achievements. I don't know how long that would take. Obviously, I would have to be really fast with one of them. The other one, I can take my time because we're in Steel Soul mode. You must silk it quite effectively. Facts. So, my question is, out of the two, because I don't want to stream both, okay? If it was up to me, I would rather do a speedrun than Steel Soul. And I say that because if I die, I have to redo it again. And I don't know how long those sessions are going to take. I don't know how many streams it's going to take. Luckily, with Hollow Knight, I was already good enough to do Steel Soul on my first try. But that's because I did everything else first, and I speedran the game first. So, if I were to do anything, speedrunning is more likely to be streamed than Steel Soul, and Steel Soul is the last thing I'm going to do, which would be on my own time. But if you guys want to see Steel Soul or speedrun, or both, then I would prefer doing those at a later date, because I want to move on. There's a couple of other games that I really want to move on to. Don't get me wrong. I'm absolutely going to continue to play this game. I'm going to make another save and just play this game again on my own time. Just again. Make it a poll. If I make it a poll, I got to get answers. But yes, where should I make the poll? Because I could do it on the archives channel, but there's not enough people there to answer it. So I could post it in like the Discord or whatever and just ask you guys. Probably the Discord. Yeah, maybe the Discord. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. So I'll ask, in general, like just make a poll or whatever, and whatever the answer is the answer. Either one or both. And I'm gonna tell you right now, if it's speedrun, if I'm speedrunning the game, speedrunning is going to be earlier than Steel Soul. Like, I would do speedrun first. You know what I mean? If the majority is Steel Soul, I'm going to speedrun the game on my own time first. Get used to the game. Because I've only played this game sporadically. Obviously, you could tell that with the streams. And obviously, I would then stream it then. But if it's both, then they're both going to be a little later, because I'm going to replay this game again just to replay it again without the intention of speedrunning or anything like that. I want to see everything that I remember, just re-experiencing the game, because it's been a long time since I was in Moss Grotto. with you know, like, for example, I actually was playing this game yesterday on a new save. I made a new save because I was going to speedrun it. And I didn't get that far before I got rid of the save, but I totally not forgot, but it felt like such a millennium ago that I was even traversing through Moss Grotto, that I didn't even know how to get out without going to the other places that aren't really necessary. Because if I'm going to speedrun, I don't have to 100... I mean, I do have to 100% it. If I'm going to speedrun under 5 hours, then I got to get there as fast as I possibly can. Everything else can wait. You know what I mean? Which means... God, that's going to be hard, because the final boss isn't the most difficult thing, but I need to fight that boss several times. See, that's another thing too. If I'm going to 100% it... Actually, if I'm going to 100% it, I don't even need to get the journal. Like, I don't even need to, like, get every enemy in the journal. I would have to look up the statistics for what I need specifically to 100% the game, because I'm at 100% completion now. Or technically, I'm at a true 100% completion now. But I was at a 100% completion even before the journal, the relics, the material. You know what I mean? So, who knows? But yeah. I don't know what else to say other than that. I mean, that was pretty quick. Of a stream. Obviously it was like an hour. Do you plan to deploy cheese tactics for the Steel Soul? I don't know. I'm gonna play the game regularly. I wouldn't know what these tactics are anyways. So I'd rather not. I'd rather not, you know, do that stuff or like look up cheese, but you know, whatever happens happens, I guess. I think I think the more I play this game, the more times I play this game, it'll just be the same thing. I'll learn everything, I'll know where everything is, and I'll probably have a better time at combat because one thing I can say that I struggled with is the combat in this game. Not saying it's hard, but it's significantly more difficult to get used to than it is in Hollow Knight. And not for nothing as well, but there's really no way you could practice. The only thing you could do is Lost Lace. The only other thing that, like, would offset that would be as if they add a post game and it's like a Pantheon where you get to fight all the bosses. Then I wouldn't have so much trouble with the enemies by themselves, but it's more so me getting, because my concern with speedrunning and Steel Soul are the bosses. The bosses are hard in this game. They're pretty hard in this game. You're gonna take a lot of damage. It's a lot more unforgiving than the first game is. When you get hit, the iframes are just not as they're not as prolonged. So that definitely, you know what I mean. And it's new bosses, obviously. I don't get to practice them, so a lot of the bosses that I did fight, I don't even know what they're doing. Pantheon of Farloom, gonna be miserable. Hey, I can't wait for that because then I get to. I want to stream that. I did stream it on Hollow Knight. I'm pretty sure I did. I stream Did I stream Pantheon in Hollow Knight? I did. I just didn't stream Pantheon 5. I don't think I streamed Pantheon 5. And if I did, then I don't know what I'm talking about clearly. I know what I didn't do. I did not stream the bindings of Pantheon, of any of the Pantheons, or getting Radiant on any of them and stuff like that. But that's the practice I'm talking about. My practice would be replaying this game several times. So it's going to be significantly harder until they add the Pantheon for Farloom. They really won't have the Hollow Knight problem where the first 4/5 of the Pantheon is free bosses. Yeah, no, that's true. That is really true. I could say this pretty pretty confidently. The only boss that might be considered free might be Moss Mother, but like even then I don't really think so. Like Moss Mother is probably the freest boss. Savage Beastfly, I remember when I fought him, was a pain in the ass. There's still a couple of bosses. Like even these things, bro. Or this thing. This Rhino Grund is so annoying. Double Moss Mother? Yeah. 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 Bell Beast, I had some trouble with. It didn't take me as long. Some of them didn't take as long. Some of them a lot harder than others. Like to me, not the first lace, but second lace, Lost Lace. Although I'm a little bit more used to Lost Lace than I am with regular lace. Just because I can fight Lost Lace several times. Kragler is annoying as hell. It's not even a boss, but it's very, very annoying. Fourth chorus wasn't that bad. Gur the Outcast wasn't that difficult when I figured it out. I think Scarsinger is really tough. Scarguard, I don't know if he's a boss. I don't know if Last Claw is a boss. Even the enemies are hard. Like, even the enemies are difficult to kill. Morwing is a prick. This wasn't that... Father of the Flame is probably the freest. Crawfather wasn't that bad. Disgraced Chef Lugoli, he was pretty tough. This guy, Grohl the Great, that's got to be one of the hardest bosses in the game. Sister Splinter was pretty difficult too. Seth is insane. Seth is gonna dog me. Okay? I did pretty well against Seth, but Seth is hard. Seth is a hard boss. Nihileth isn't that bad. Last Judge, I don't really remember what Last Judge does, but when I fought Last Judge, it took a little bit. The King Khan was not that difficult. Watcher at the Edge wasn't that difficult either. Vault Verm wasn't that difficult. Grohl the Great without the run back is probably not that difficult alone. No, I agree. I agree. I think the thing is just I remember having a hard time getting adjusted to, you know, most of these bosses aren't just the bosses. They're also the mods before. They spawn mobs before. And you have to fight them and then you fight the boss. You know what I mean? So it could be that as well. Maestro. Second Sentinel was pretty difficult. Unraveled wasn't that bad. Trying to find who else. Clockwork Dancers are really not that difficult. It's just, you know, you got to keep up. Vault Keeper is not that difficult either. Trobio is hard. Okay, Trobio is a hard boss, especially Tormented Trobio. That's gonna be a pain. Broodmother is just disgusting. This guy is an absolute loser. These guys aren't bad. I hate this thing. I'm so glad this thing is not a boss. I hate this thing. I hate these as well. Bell Eater is very, he's not difficult, but he's pretty, you know, annoying. Huge Flea is not that bad. Huge Flea is free. Chakra is tough. Lost Garmin, don't know why he's difficult. He just is. Pinstress is difficult. Widow is difficult, last time I remember. First Sinner, same thing. Phantom, same thing. Lace. Grandmother Silk wasn't that bad. This thing is a prick. So, like, there's not that many free bosses. Actually, I would go as far as just saying there might be less bosses. Am I correct in saying that? Am I correct in saying that there's less bosses in this game? Because it kind of feels like it. In the other game, there was like 40-something. Not that I was counting in this one. But I feel like there's significantly less. Again, they could add more. Including Pantheon. They could add more with Pantheon as well. Because they did that in... I think after all the updates HK had, it had slightly more bosses. That is true. Once this game gets more updates, we'll see. Alright, so... a lot of this stream, outside of what we just did... is just blabbering. Not entirely, but... so here's the plan, guys. Now that we're officially... for now... now that we've officially 100%ed Silksong... the only way that I come back to... this game in terms of, like, progressing... not really, like, achievements... is if they update the game, which they will. They will update this game... you guys will then see more Silksong streams for for that. If they add bosses or if they have a pantheon or whatever, right? You guys will get either a speed run or a Steel Soul stream, if not both. Steel Soul, sorry, Stroll. However, I am going to put a poll down in the Discord that I'm in, and there's going to be 3 options. Those 3 options are exactly what I said. And then, based on those options, if it's speedrun, then I'm going to play this game again on my own time and try to get used to everything, and then come back to you guys with a speedrun stream. Maybe I get some assistance from the GOAT himself during, you know what I'm saying? During one of these days. And again, after that, we'll then speedrun. The speedrun stream, if it were to happen, is a lot sooner than you guys think it will be. For that reason. For Steel Soul, I don't know how long that's going to take. But I have to have done the speedrun first. For both achievements. Before I even think about doing Steel Soul. Because these guys are tough. Alright? These guys are significantly harder to beat. And there's no dream sequence, by the way. No dream sequence. None. There are no dream sequences. So, best to believe that I'm not going to get away with dying to any Pantheon boss or anything like that. So, we'll see what happens. Alright, y'all? But that's going to be a lot later than if there were to be a speedrun stream. Or if they're... You know what I meant. So, just know my priorities. Those are my priorities. And... yeah. 0 dream maxing, exactly. What for next stream? Okay, so next stream. I'm not telling you guys what I'm streaming next. I was supposed to go to... well, actually... Abu, you could tell me now. I'm going to put the poll up after this stream is done. But, you tell me. Should I finish off Doritos Crash Course, like, right now? Or should I just not do that? Because I still need to come back to Doritos Crash Course. Because if not, then the next stream is going to be a different game. Or, different. New game. It's going to be a new game. New game. Yeah, it would be cool. Alright. So, I'm going to end stream here. The minute that this stream ends, I'm going to put up a poll in the Discord that I'm in. And I'm going to see what the responses are. Depending on that, I will give it a certain amount of time before I close it up. And then from there, I will decide on what the plan is by, you know, by my intuition, I guess. I don't know if that's not really the right word. So I'm going to do that, and then the minute the poll is up, I'm going to take maybe a 10-minute break, and then I will boot up another stream, and the stream is going to be finishing Doritos Crash Course, which I believe is not that far off of being done. And yeah, that's pretty much it, y'all. Anyways, I really don't want to say my goodbyes to Silksong because we're not going to say goodbye. But in terms of initial playthrough of this game, I don't know which one is better. I really don't want to compare. But this game is amazing. I really love this game. I would probably have been more attached to it if I played it more often and I didn't play it so sporadically, which is completely my fault. But I'm so happy. Team Cherry absolutely killed this, alright? This is a W. This is all-time game, alright? Hollow Knight is an all-time game. Silksong is an all-time game. Easy. It's too easy, right? Very, very easy. I loved the music in this game. Music is amazing. I think it might be a little bit better than Hollow Knight. That being said, they're both amazing. The enemies are absolutely annoying, but they're tougher. It's a harder game. This is a harder game, okay? So far, this is a harder game, and that's without Pantheon. In terms of the regular story, if we're talking Pantheon, then obviously we can't have that conversation. Silksong doesn't have a Pantheon yet, or a post-game yet. If this game gets a post-game, which it probably will, then we can decide on that. But as for now, bosses are harder, for the most part. Certain bosses, obviously. Bosses are harder. The majority of the bosses are harder. And the enemies in the overworld are harder. It is a little bit more difficult to traverse through this game than it is in Hollow Knight, but that might be because I played this game significantly less. The other thing is, this game feels a little... And I could be wrong, because I did 100% this game, so I went to every little possible thing. But in Hollow Knight, I could understand how certain areas don't even get accessed during the regular parts of the game for you to continue, right? Again, that's probably wrong. In Silksong, it's probably the same way. There's probably so many different ways to actually beat this game, or to get to the end, which I would understand. But that being said, I can't pick between these two. Hollow Knight will always, like, the first game will always have a specific spot in my heart. I just really love it so much, and I think the more that I play Silksong, it'll probably be right next to it. Cherish this game, folks. If you're gonna play this game, cherish it, alright? I'm so happy I bought this game instead of getting Game Pass Ultimate for this, because now I don't know, Abu, you can correct me on this. Are they now manufacturing like CDs for Silksong, like the physical copies? Because if they are, I'm copying it. I don't care that I have a digital save. Games like this get that. And I will buy a Hollow Knight disc as well. I will buy a Hollow Knight disc. Haven't seen any so far. I do remember them not manufacturing them yet when the game came out, like, or at least like within the first 3 or 4 months. But now that it's been a little bit longer than that, I would have to wait a little bit more for Silksong. But Hollow Knight's absolutely getting one. I'm absolutely getting a Hollow Knight disc. When Silksong gets one, I'm getting a Silksong disc. There's only certain games that, for me, I would get a physical copy for if they aren't easily accessible. Like, if they're easily accessible, but they're just that good of a game, bro, I have to get the physical copy. You know what I mean? I have Shadow the Colossus, which, by the way, I want to stream that, but it's on PlayStation, and I don't have a PlayStation. So that is a very future stream, and I'm going to be so happy to play that for you guys. But anyways, let's end stream. I'm going to go take a piss. When I come back, I will... Well, while I'm doing that, I'm going to set up a poll. And then when I come back, Doritos Crash Course time. Alright, boys? Alright, so for this stream, I'll see you guys in the future, or in the next stream, which will literally be in like the next 20 to 30 minutes. 10 out of 10 game. Love this game. Technically reviewed it already. I love this. Make sure you go cop Silksong. If you haven't, buy the physical copy. Show Team Cherry love. These Metroidvanias are great. This is another really good one that we've played on the channel. And another thing is, don't think I forgot about Ori and the Will-O-the-Wisps. Alright? Just gonna point that out there. I still have that on my archive. Anyways, hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Make sure you guys go check out the Enigma VODs channel. It is linked to the Twitch. That is where all of the VODs are archived. We have, what, 26 parts of this game? We're probably going to get more in the future. But as for initial playthrough, you guys got 26 of these, bro. So, watch to your heart's content, alright? And if you want to catch any of the streams in real time, then check them out here on the Twitch channel, all right? It should be linked to the Enigma VODs channel as well, so do your fair share of, you know, back and forth. If you miss any of the streams, then you got the VODs channel, so congratulations. Make sure you guys go sub to the VODs channel. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitch here on the channel, and also make sure you guys go check out Enigma's Bomb Shelter, which is the Discord server. I will see you guys in the next stream. Peace out, y'all.